Hi everyone, I'm going to be talking to you about the behaviour of parents on sidelines today at grassroots football matches. We all know those over-eager, overzealous parents that sometimes spoil it, shall we say, for everyone else at matches. They get a little bit angry, frustrated, over-emotional, and it doesn't really do anybody any favours, let alone the children that are playing. But it come alight because I had a parent last year actually who approached us and said, can he have some advice? He felt that his actions on the sideline were impacting his child's performance and overall enjoyment really of football. His child is a very, very, very good player, but his dad's actions, his dad felt, were not helping him. So he was going into silly tackles, he was getting angry all the time, he was fighting on certain occasions, poor attitude towards referees and other players and so forth. So he asked us for our advice, and fair play to him, because how many parents do we wish would come and own up to something like that and actually ask how can they get better. I thought it was an absolutely amazing thing for this person to do. And we sort of said, look, it's very simple. You've just got to stay calm. Your child looks at you, you're the centre of their universe. So when they're playing a football match, whenever they get the ball, they pass, they shoot, whatever, the first thing they're going to do is look over at you straight away to see, did they get your seal of approval? If they're looking over all the time and they're constantly seeing you, arms up in the air, frustrated, angry, maybe arguing with other parents, shouting instructions that are contrary to what the coach has said, then guess what that's going to do to your player? They're going to match and mirror your responses, your emotions. If they see that you're arguing with somebody, then they might think it's okay for them to argue with somebody, or they might just almost mirror your frustrations on the pitch. Ultimately, they're not going to enjoy themselves, is the upshot of it all. They're not going to enjoy the football. They're probably going to be constantly worried about what you're going to do next and so forth. So our advice is remain positive, remain calm, relax. At the end of the day, it's kids' football. Once they're in high school and they're and beyond 16, 17, 18 years old, brilliant. That's when we can start getting a little bit more serious and we can start showing more emotion. But at grassroots level, at the foundation phase, you need to relax, you need to be positive. If your child does something wrong, in inverted commas, i.e. gives a pass away or something like that, it's not throwing arms in the air, it's encouraging, maybe better next time, keep trying, keep going. When you've got a child that relaxes on a football pitch at any age, you will be so surprised just how much better they perform and how much better they enjoy it, how much more they enjoy it. And that comes a lot from you. Of course, there's coaches, there's other players and so forth that have an impact, but in our opinion, the parent impacts their child on a day-to-day basis on a football pitch more than anybody. So if they see that you're relaxing, you're happy, you're smiling, you're clapping, then guess how that's going to impact them? They are going to relax and they are going to enjoy the football more and then ultimately perform better. The parent that spoke to us is a great guy and he took the advice on board. His player last season, the improvement in him was unbelievable. It was there for us all to see. We obviously don't have a team ourselves, but in terms of our training, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, winning awards every week, every month. And he got his reward himself at the end of the season when he trialled for a very, very well-known team in the area, and he got in, and he's absolutely smashing it at the moment, all because his attitude has changed completely. And I guess his dad would probably say that's come a lot from actually his dad taking ownership and saying, I need to help him, so my actions are going to change so I can help him on the pitch. So they've got their reward. So that's all I want to say today, is that we do get this question quite a lot. We do get parents asking us about what they can do on the sidelines and so forth. The one thing to remember is we're never going to be able to control every single parent on that sideline. no matter what we do. If our child is on that pitch and another parent is screaming and shouting, we can ask them to be quiet or whatever, but we can never control it. The things that we can control are our emotions. Control what you can control, our emotions and our behaviour. If we control those things, then whatever happens around happens, but your child will look at you. And if you're under control, keeping your emotions in check, I guarantee they will enjoy their football a lot more. Hope that helped, and if there's anything else you need on this, please drop us an email, and thanks for listening.